everyone. I'm Rupali Tanna and I'm here to share the incredible journey of my motherhood. At the onset, I would like to express my gratitude to Vasundhara from Footprints to give me this opportunity to share with you all my journey of motherhood, and of course my gratitude to the Almighty who has blessed me with two wonderful souls. I became mother in the year 1987. My first child was a girl child. Her name was Namrata. And from the day she was born, my life took a 360-degree turn because Namrata, born with cystic fibrosis of lungs, a genetic disorder which is no cure till date. We were completely unaware of this, and she was also diagnosed with aseptic meningitis. She was a low birth weight baby, but the journey began with a lot of health concerns, she being hospitalized frequently. But one thing I remember distinctively about my daughter is that she had immense resilience in her, and in that term she became my mother. I learned a lot from her, and no matter what, she had to take a lot of medicines, she had a lot of restrictions as far as her diet was concerned, but she never complained or cribbed or uh, uh, had that feeling of pity on herself, but she in fact enjoyed each and every day of her life till she was alive. She practically survived on medicines, that is antibiotics, but she always had a smile on her face. She was very compassionate, loving, caring, and very selfless. She thoroughly enjoyed her life. Here I would like to say that when she was around 4 years old, she was not playing, running like a normal child, which I never realized that why was she not able to do that. I just thought that maybe she is feeling weak due to her continuous high temperature, but the reason was something else. So at this point I would like to request all the mothers not to ignore such signals at that point of time, because we never know that what is the root cause of anything that is happening with our child. Again, similarly, we are not going to get restless or hyper, but just think calmly and figure out the root cause of why certain things happen with our children and pay close attention to it and look for the solutions. Maybe you can contact a doctor and take their opinion and do the needful. The journey of motherhood is incredible in several ways, I would say, because there is no prescribed course or any qualification that any mother does before she actually becomes a mother. Motherhood is the second birth of a mother herself, because she grows with her child and the child actually teaches her how to take care of the child. This is such a unique and universal bond, very, very unconditional and an inseparable attachment that you share with your child, which is so unique, which doesn't, and even if you lose that child, in my case, I lost my child Namrata when she was 14 years old, but till date I strongly feel that she is connected with me deeply, and I have these miracles happening in my life so very often, particularly when I have felt very low for some reason, and I would just will be on the verge of breaking down, and at that time I would have some children coming to me, hugging me very tightly, and as if they are telling me, no, you stay put here and just don't give up. Carry on. Whatever you are doing is just right, and I'm with you. So this is the bond that you share with the child, and maybe we do not realize the importance or the value of it unless and until we are faced with such incidents or circumstances in our life. Then I had a second child who was born after Namrata, 3 years of Namrata's. When Namrata was 3 years old, at that time I had a second child. I had a boy child, and his name is Karan. He is now 30-year-old. He is married already, and with him, the journey was completely different. I would say he was growing on his own since I was completely occupied with my elder daughter Namrata with her sickness, as it demanded complete care, and most of my time was spent with her, taking care of her, looking after her in giving her medications. Her treatment, her therapies were continuously going on. And Karan at the same time grew up in such a manner where I did not realize, I did not have to take any extra effort to look after him, as he was a normal child with minimum health hazards. And he grew up looking at Namrata, and Namrata took role of sole protector for her brother. She was very possessive, deeply attached with the brother, and she took care of him despite her health issues. Whenever they used to go to play down, Namrata would always accompany him. Though she will not play, but she will make sure that Karan is fine, he is safe, and nobody can harm him. That was such a very, very pure, innocent, beautiful bond that both the brothers and sisters shared with each other. So my journey has been very inspiring in the sense that both my children inspired me to a great extent, and I learned a lot from both of them. And one of it is resilience and the passion that I have for my profession, as I am in the profession where I deal with young children. I have been in this profession for past 20 years now. Immediately after my daughter's death, I joined this profession of education where I was taking care of preschoolers as a teacher, and gradually my journey moved ahead, and this pain and whatever I observed from Namrata's life while she was alive gave me so much of strength and that dedication and that sincerity that I always have with me whenever I'm in my field. It goes with me. So according to me, motherhood is a very precious experience, a very, very deep, meaningful relationship is built, which is very natural, and it is so pure, so selfless and deep that words are not enough to explain that. But for me, motherhood has been a blessing in true sense that it has kept me going and has made me strong and very sensitive towards young children. And as a parent, we usually have this tendency to see that whatever we couldn't achieve or whatever dreams we had and we couldn't realize in our life, we try to impose it on our children. And in that process, we miss out on their own unique dreams, desires, or their aspirations, which is very important. So for me, the takeaway is very, very important, that we should allow them to grow, to progress originally in their own unique pace, and respect their views, their opinions, and give them that freedom to aspire, to have dreams, and to achieve whatever they wish to, keeping in mind the ethics, the values that we need to inculcate in them from very young age. And we need to play a very good role model for them to fall back upon, for the references, for the guidance, for the assistance that they get while they observe us dealing with different situations and circumstances. And that itself is going to be support for them. So we as a parent or as a mother need to be very, very mindful and very conscious when we deal with our own problems, or our own failures, and how do we sincerely carry out our duties at home or at work front. And that is what I have to say. Thank you.